What's the word, y'all? Great day. This Sergio, aka Soldier the Great, coming to y'all live from Silver Spring on the Strip. Today I'm gonna talk about certainty and clarity of mind, of vision, of purpose, of direction, right? One thing I wrestle with and struggle with throughout the years, being consistent in, is living out my purpose because I wasn't sure, I wasn't certain on what it was. I wasn't, necessarily sure on what my contribution to life is, right? And, just in a short sense, it's me making these videos and me posting the content I do online, right? It's me giving the messages that I do because I'm constantly being reaffirmed and confirmed that what I'm doing is something that's valuable to others. And I say that because just earlier today, I watched this older Caucasian dude stomp on one of them lantern flies, right? And I've been on people's ass about squishing them lantern flies. They're like, for what? What you doing it for? Because the internet told you do it. The internet told you do it because they are quote unquote invasive species. But I got on a cracker for doing it because y'all Europeans are an invasive species. They invaded America. They invaded everywhere on fucking Earth. So what if somebody was just to squish your ass? What if people just started squishing y'all ass, right? So that's my angle with that, with the bugs. But that's what made me say something to him. And there's a brother walking beside me on the sidewalk, and he was like, "Oh, you he said something to me. He was like, "Oh, you such and such." Well, not such and such, but he like, "Oh, you Soldier on Instagram. You be making posts on Instagram. You be preaching that shit. You be talking that talk, right?" And I'm like, "Oh, okay." I asked him what his name was and all that shit. But I told him I respect him and I appreciate him. You know what I'm saying, for shouting me out, because like I said, that gives me confirmation on what I need to be doing. You know what I'm saying? And I get hung up on, for one, just living life. But I get hung up on, thinking shit needs to be perfect, thinking my videos specifically, or just anything I produce need to be like perfect or presented a certain way for it to be accepted. And to be honest, one thing I just learned and I'm learning and accepting is just as raw as I am, as raw as this shit come, is how I need to give it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just the truth for real. It's not my message that I'm giving. It's just shit that I've learned. You know what I'm saying? It's damn near me talking to me, in a sense, right? So, I can't use that as an excuse. Oh, I want shit to be perfect, because there ain't no such thing as perfect. What's perfect is you being your best, true, full self, doing what you're supposed to do. That's perfect. That's close to perfect as you can get, because you're gonna learn on the way. You're gonna make things better along the way. You know what I'm saying? Right? Y'all see me fucking with my shit, perfecting myself. Nah, but for real though, y'all. So my message to y'all, anybody watching this, is do not get hung up on waiting until things are perfect, waiting till the perfect conditions, waiting for this, waiting for that. To, for one, just be yourself, and two, give to life what life is giving you. And that's all I'm doing, giving back to life what life is giving me. Life is giving me all this information, this knowledge, this wisdom. Life is giving me this light, this energy. So I really ain't got, I have a choice to not give it back, but I ain't got no choice but to get this shit back, And just honor myself and honor life, you know what I'm saying? What my idea of the creator is, or the soul, so you know what I'm saying? My higher power, whatever that is for me. So honor that within yourself, and whatever that is for you, whether you call it God, you call it Allah, Buddha, the universe, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Give back what is given to you. It's just like if you incur a real life debt with somebody, if you ask somebody that you know, specifically somebody that you know, to borrow something, you're gonna give it back, right? You're gonna make sure you give it back, and you know, uh, preferably with some type of interest, with some type of extras to it, if you're able to, right? So give back what is given to you. If you giving love, if you've been giving love, if you've been giving patience, kindness, compassion from others, you know what I'm saying? Give it back. Start with yourself and let it trickle out and branch out to others too, right? Give back everything that's given to you. Even also negativity too. You know what I'm saying? If somebody come at you crazy with hate and this shit, get that shit back. You don't necessarily gotta be in the same form or fashion that it's given to you, but get us return it to sender, right? And I can break it down into transmutation. Learn how to transmute energy, because you don't have to give it back literally the same way it was given to you. You can give it back in positivity. You can take negativity and turn it into positivity and give it back, right? If somebody come at you crazy, they come at you with an attitude. It's like, all right, as a man dealing with women, right? We all know that women can be chaotic, crazy sometimes. So instead of giving them back the energy that they gave you, you transmute it. You change that energy into something more positive, something more constructive and beneficial for both of y'all, for everybody involved, and you give it back. You don't want to give it back exactly what she gave you, because that's just gonna create a unnecessarily negative energetic field. And what's that fucking word? Not translation, transmission, transaction, right? Y'all gonna be transacting negativity back and forth instead of you taking the energy that she gave you that may have been negative in the moment and you turning it into something positive, And you can apply that to anything or anybody, but just remember, whatever you're giving, give it back. Whatever God gave you, whatever life gave you, whatever you gave yourself through meditation, through intention, through, just your actions and your thoughts, give it back to life, right? You don't want to hold on to it. You don't want to try to wait for the perfect opportunity and this, because those don't exist. You know what I'm saying? And, that's something that I witness and experience every day, because it's in the quote unquote mundane activities and experiences and moments where you had the greatest impact. You know what I'm saying? When I'm just out and about interacting with people, I'm talking to people, it could be a regular conversation, it could be anything. It could be somebody drop something. I seen somebody drop something and I pick it up and hand it to them. And they, oh, thank you. And I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like, matter of fact, I'm gonna say this. Yesterday, my phone cracked. Not this phone I'm on. My phone cracked. But, what's up, bro? How you doing? Hold up. Making a YouTube video. Cool, huh? See, I'm making a YouTube video, bro.
What the YouTube about?
Right now, I'm just talking about not overcomplicating, giving back, or just living your purpose, basically. You know what I'm saying? Giving back what God gave you, giving back what life gave you, and not trying to wait for the perfect moment. You know what I'm saying? Delaying shit. Like, 'cause ain't no such thing. That's what I'm getting to. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling about how yesterday I cracked my phone. My phone been cracked already. So last night or the night before last, my screen started working. I stopped being able to do shit on my phone. So I went to bed upset. I went to bed irritated, agitated, mad, whatever. So I got up with the same issue because it didn't correct itself while I was asleep. I got up irritated because my phone was fucked up. So, I just went through these bunch of motions. I went to the mall. I went to the T-Mobile store. That's where I got my phone from. I went to the T-Mobile store. Asked the dude, could he fix my screen in the store? He like, nah. He asked me, I ain't got insurance on the phone. so I couldn't send it in to the company to get it fixed. So he directed me to go downstairs to the phone repair store and ask them. They wanted $140 for this phone screen. I'm like, man, hell nah, like not today. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm just like throwing off. I'm upset about that shit. So, you know, I'm going through my day. I don't let it necessarily stop me, but I'm still in the background. I'm upset about the shit. So something tell me a couple hours later, like, man, go back and ask him, just can he restart the phone for you? Ask him, can he restart the phone for you? And maybe that'll work. So I go do that. I go back to the store, the T-Mobile store, ask him, can he restart my phone for me? And boom, that shit worked. You know what I'm saying? Boom, right then and there, like, just like that. And kind of lost my train of thought a little bit. Huh?
So I'm glad you trusted yourself.
Yeah, for sure. You know what I'm saying?
Ignore that shit, bro.
That shit take work though. You know what I'm saying? It take, you know, just being still and being able, like having a clear mind and knowing that everything in your life is for your benefit. Like even this right now, me seeing you just walking up, you know what I'm saying? It's not necessarily coincidental that you just walking up the sidewalk and shit. But you know, not trying to wait for a perfect moment. Oh, that's what I was getting to. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I could have not listened to myself, to that voice in my mind and been like, you know what, go try again. I could have been like, you know what, I'm gonna wait till next week till I get paid again, then I'm gonna do it, or this is like, but you know, I just stepped out on faith, a little bit of faith, and you said, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna go back, and I got a gift, I got a present. I gave the dude $5 just because I felt so good. I'm like, man, here you go a tip, man. You know, you looked out for me. You, even though it wasn't nothing, like it wasn't nothing to him, but to me it meant a lot. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, y'all. You know.
I fuck with that, bro.
Yeah, no question.
That's really how it is, bro. Like, should be fine, you, bro.
Yeah.
That's where you fuck up, for.
Yeah.
Shit really do be happening. But if you listen to yourself, bro, you can really do whatever. For.
Sure.
That's what I've been working on too, man. Listen to myself and I fucking ignoring this. Whenever I ignore that shit, bro, that's when I get into trouble, bro. Like,
Yeah.
Every single fucking time, bro.
Yep.
Don't do that shit.
It's like, you know, it's like ignoring your parent.
Yeah.
Your parent tell you something, and they got 10 years of wisdom on you. You think you know better than them. And you gonna fuck around and find out in the long run, like, oh, damn, they was right. You know, that happened to me when I was younger. Stop hanging with this dude. I ain't want to listen. I kept hanging with him for years after that, and we kept getting in trouble and this and that. And he showed me he been showing me his true colors, but just I had to, you know, go through enough things for me to see for myself, like, man, she was right. I should have been listening to her ass, you know. But you know, like you said, we think we know better sometimes. So not listening to that voice is not listening to the God in you, to your creator, to your higher power, whatever you want to reference it as. You don't listen, you want to do shit your own way, on your own time, you're going to get them results. What's that quote? I told God my plan and he laughed, or some shit like that. Like, you know, you think your plan, your train of thought, your methodology is the best way, but it's not. You know what I'm saying? And that means just what you can consciously plan, strategize for yourself is not better than the shit that's just airdropped to you, right? Because that's really how shit come. It's just come out of nowhere, and you be like, huh? Like, are you sure? Shit up. And you start questioning it, and you start, nah, well, I know this, and I start thinking you know better, and you don't get the results that you wanted, you know? But like I said, everything in your life is for your benefit. You know, me making this video is for my benefit. It's for bruh benefit too. That's why he popped up. That's why he right here too. He needed this as well. You know what I'm saying? For whatever reasons. But yeah, I'm gonna keep it simple. I'm gonna keep it brief. Just want to tap back in. Like I said, I ain't make a video in like a week or two. So you know what I'm saying? This is me being consistent. You know what I'm saying? And staying out my own way. Not thinking I need to wait for the perfect moment or perfect this, perfect that. And also, I just seen somebody that I follow on YouTube and I watch his videos, and I've been watching him for like a couple years. And this ain't my first time seeing him, but he an older dude. Shit, I'm gonna give him a shout out. His name Pimp God. And that's his his YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I just bumped into him and it just reminded me like, bro, I literally just watched one of the video he dropped today. I literally was watching that shit earlier, a couple hours ago. So it's like, man, bro, this you done seen bro a couple times. Stop thinking you need to be some perfect high up motherfucker to, you know what I'm saying? Just do what the fuck you gotta do. Do what you know you gotta do. Make videos. Keep it simple, bro. Stop trying to complicate shit. Stop putting so much shit in front of your purpose. Just do what the fuck you need to do. Keep it simple. Peace and prosperity to y'all. Much love and respect, man.